Hi, my name is Bonnie, and I'm a missionary with Family Missions Company. And my story is kind of different than everybody else's. I actually didn't want to be a missionary. I was going to do the Peace Corps for 2.5 years, and I did a ton of interviews. I was going to go to the Philippines. I got accepted. I did a ton of physicals, and I finished all of the stateside training. So 2 weeks before I was about to departure, I just started to get this stirring in my heart. I lost all my peace, and I knew that the Lord was moving. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna hop on this plane and go across the world if I don't feel the clarity with the Lord, if I don't feel like this is His plan for my life, because what fruit would that bear? And so I really started to discern and pray and really search my heart, and it was the most that I probably discerned anything in my life. I was praying constantly. Anytime I wasn't talking to somebody, I was praying. I went to adoration all the time. I just really was going to bed, praying, waking up, and I was like, Lord, what do you want for my life? What do you want my life to look like? And on the last day, He was like, more. And I was like, what do you mean more? I'm going to serve your beloveds in the Philippines. I'm giving my life for 2.5 years. What more do you want? And He was like, I want you to be a missionary. And I just laughed because I never would have planned that at all. And I think it's really beautiful because we can get these certain ideas or things that we want for our lives and make this little checklist. But at the end of the day, it's what fruit is it going to bear if it isn't what the Lord wants for us? And so I surrendered, and I sent a letter to the Peace Corps, and I resignated from what I was going to be doing. And so for a month, I was just in this free-flowing, didn't know what was happening, but I felt the certainty that I was making the right steps and that the Lord was with me the whole time. And then one of my bestest friends ever was like, Bonnie, have you heard of Family Missions Company? And I was like, no. And she was like, it's everything that you love. You get to work and serve the poor, and you get to do it for 2 years, but you also get to share the Lord. You get to share the gospel, and you don't have to choose between sharing your faith. And I remember just having that conviction in my heart and being, this is what I desire. And it's been history, and every single day I've just waken up so blessed, knowing that I didn't make that decision. And this is why, because for me, I thought that the best way to love somebody was to fix all of these physical properties or properties, whatever. I just was like, okay, they need a roof over their head, they need clean water, they need all this food, that is sustainable, that is something that I can give that is sustainable. And I was wrong, because I thought the saddest thing in the world was somebody starving to death. But the saddest thing in the world is that somebody can die alone and not go to heaven. Because what is sustainable is hope, is light that can penetrate any darkness, is faith that can move any mountain, can break any bondage, is love. Love that conquers everything. In His name is Jesus Christ. And that is what I want to give people. And that is what I want to help, because I remember there's been times when I served for a couple weeks in Honduras. There's been 2 months that I served in Africa, working in a hospital. And what people needed more than these resources, these physical resources, is they needed that hope. And they needed the love of Jesus. And that is what I've been drawn to, is because all along I realized that I was desiring to be a missionary. I remember when I was in college, people would be like, Bonnie, what do you want to do with your life? And I just would be like, all I want to do is love people. I love love. And I just, give me a sign that says free hugs and conversations, and I will go stand outside for the rest of my life, just letting people know that love. And that is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, no matter if it's for the next couple of years here at Family Missions Company or for the rest of my life. But it's sharing that love and Yeah, because that's the most important thing. And so whoever's watching this, no matter where you came from, what has happened to you, where you're coming from, I want you to know, like, you are loved. You are radically being pursued, being fought for, being chased after. And his name is Jesus Christ, and he loves you. So